Hey guys, I'm back. Um, yeah, I just thought I'd come out. It's getting a bit cold because we're in the winter months here in little old England. Um, so I've got my scarf on, and I just thought I'd do a quick talk on being having dual nationality. So my mother's French and my father is English, and they met 53 years ago, maybe more. And Yeah, I I was born. I've got a twin sister. Way back in the late 70s, and ever since then I've sort of grown up with being both English and French. Um, and yeah, I just thought I'd give you my take on it, really, because it's not every day you meet someone who's like half English, half French. They're like old enemies, aren't they? Um, so I just thought I'd sort of say a few words about it whilst having my pipe. Yeah, so I guess when growing up, I always considered myself to be both French and English, but I've lived most of all of my life in England. I can speak French. I'm a bit rusty, and I probably should do more to keep that skill going, but it's difficult. Um, and yeah, so I always consider myself to have both English and French. But of course, when you're watching sports as a kid, so if it's a big football match and it's England versus France, and maybe it's the rugby or the football, you're always sort of you're sitting on the fence, and you can't really don't really enjoy the game because you don't feel like you can support either team. But I never had like a national identity crisis or anything like that. But as I got older, I've sort of veered more to the fact that I'm English, and I see myself much more as English now. Um, well, I'm comfortable with that, you know. Um, as I say, it's taken a long time to sort of feel comfortable in my own sort of nationality, if you like. And I think as well, it's sort of I've never had a problem with immigration or anything like that. I think I've never had a strong sense of national identity that perhaps some people do. Um, so that's kind of shaped my worldview of immigration, I think. I've not got a hang up about people wanting to come to England or anything. Um, uh, but um, but yeah, so I guess it's just takes a little bit of time to kind of find yourself and find your own national identity, um, and be comfortable with that, uh, from someone who's been born from two different nationalities. And also, it's some people can maybe have three different nationalities that they're from. But I'm not sure whether I've never really had a hang up about it. I've just thought I'd mention it because I, it just I just kind of thought about it, and I thought it might be a good idea to just do a quick talk on it. But yeah, so that's where I just thought I'd share that with you, just in case there was perhaps someone out there who was a dual national, and was wrestling with his own nationality somehow, or but my advice to them would be it just takes a little bit of time um, to get your head around, and I think as well, don't be afraid to support either teams that you're watching, or not be proud of both. I think I'm proud of my French heritage, even though I see myself more as English. Um, but yeah, all right, guys. Thanks for listening.